Welcome in, guys, to another video, and today we're going to be just talking about the Clickfunnels software. And I didn't want to make this too long, but this is definitely going to be a longer video, so I hope I can keep you guys engaged. If you're just beginning with Clickfunnels and just getting started and wanting to know more about the software, I know there's a lot of different videos. I'm literally going to go from A to Z, how to optimize and get your funnel ready so it can go live. So that's kind of like the whole goal of this video. I'm going to go through every little detail. And when I first started, it was really tough to learn this. I've known about the software for quite a few years already, but I haven't been utilizing it until I went full on with my agency over 2 years ago. And it's been a journey to learn this. I actually had to partner up with a really good friend of mine who knew the software, and he taught me, and within a span of a few months I was able to learn everything because I was so focused on so many different things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut your guys' learning curve. We're going to go straight into it, and I'm going to teach you guys every little detail, every part of running an optimized funnel for Clickfunnels. Cool? So as we get started, my biggest thing is if you guys can please just if you can like this video, I'd really appreciate it. I'm giving this all to you guys just so you guys can have it and have it under your tool belt. Go back and forth because it is going to be a longer video, like I said, but I know you guys are going to enjoy, and this is going to be everything I know as far as integrations to optimizing the funnel and then getting it ready so it can go live depending on what type of funnel you're building. And I use this for all my platforms, even for my own agency website. This is where I use Clickfunnels on all my webinars, hosting and selling my digital products, and also for all my clients. I help a lot of clients in the digital space, and we also use this for e-commerce clients. So if you're selling a physical product, Clickfunnels is such a great software. Cool? And if you guys have any questions, just go ahead, hit it below in the comments, and don't forget to like it, okay? So let's go right into it. So first off, just before we get started, if you guys want to use my affiliate link, then feel free. You just click here. Yes, you want free bonuses, and I'm going to be giving you guys free bonuses. So all you have to do is click here, and then it's going to take you to my affiliate page where you sign up if you don't already have a Clickfunnels account. But if you do, then all you got to do is email my agency, support@legacyxstate.com, and I will give you all these bonuses. I will actually give you a quick start course in depth on starting a social media marketing agency, so you'll be able to get that. It's a little mini course, a quick start, so it's just good enough to actually get you started and going out there to really prospect and land your first client. And then bonus number 2 is I'll give you some pre-built funnels already, so stuff that have already worked for me and my clients that have done multiple 5 to 6 figures plus from the month to the yearly. On the e-commerce funnels, we've sold tons of coaching events using this, so I'm going to give you the exact template. And then I'll also give you a secret bonus lead gen funnel that I used recently. I was able to close 5 figures the first week of this month. So it's been great, you know. So if you want that whole blueprint, I'll give that all to you guys. And then also PDFs on how I find and attract clients to work with my agency. So this all goes in depth. If you guys are just getting started and wanting to learn and you want these free bonuses, all you gotta do, email support@legacyxstate.com, and after you sign up, send this to my team, and then they'll verify that you have signed up, and we'll give you all these free bonuses on the house. Awesome. Let's get into it. And it's a $14.97 value. It's actually worth more, but you know, we always put a value on it. It's just how it is in marketing. So let's get started. Actually, we're gonna go into this part right here. So when I get started, when you get to the very back end, you're gonna see this. It's gonna say account settings, and then when you hit account settings, it'll take you actually to this page. And I'll give you guys a few things. You don't need to know everything, right, to get started. Obviously, it'll ask you for your name, your information. That's when you get set up. Clickfunnels actually just set up where sub users can go in. They can go into specific, it's called FunnelFlix. It's like one of their trainings, which is great. I got FunnelFlix. If you have the $297 a month for Clickfunnels, that's what I have right now, you get a lot more perks, and it's because I run a ton of different funnels for my end, so that's why I need it. You can just start off with the 97, guys, just to get started. The 97 will take you a long way before you can start scaling, and you'll make more money there. And let's go from here. So you have integrations just under setup, integrations, payment gateways, email integrations, domains, and these are the main things you guys need. So integration is just all the integrations you guys have. Payment gateways, I'll just take you guys right here first. So payment gateways, I already have my Stripe account, but what you can do is you just hit add payment gateway, and then it'll give you super simple instructions on how to do this. You log into your payment gateway, ClickBank, Infusionsoft, JVZoo, Stripe. Stripe is the most popular one, and PayPal, NMI, Recurly. So these are just a few different, and there's quite a few you guys can search. So if you want to search, if yours isn't on here, you don't see it, then you can just search and make sure that it can integrate with Clickfunnels. And then there's the email integration. Different email integrations. I don't integrate the email on this end. I'll actually show you guys when we attach the product how I integrate my emails, and I actually have another video that will show you how I do it. I use ActiveCampaign, so there's ActiveCampaign, Aweber, MailChimp, there's Drip. So there's quite a few email marketing softwares out there that you guys can use. I'm testing a few other ones, but right now I've always been using ActiveCampaign for a handful of years. I used to use MailChimp before. So I used to use MailChimp before, and it just wasn't, after like last year, there was like this weird stuff with like their privacy and Shopify, and then Shopify branched out, so then I went back into ActiveCampaign, and that's the only reason why. I like the back end of ActiveCampaign and how simple it is. So, but like I said, it's all up to you guys. Cool. And then yeah, as far as like the email integrations, you can do it here. I don't recommend Clickfunnels. That's just personal preference. I've tried it, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. I would just stick to building out funnels. Not even membership sites. Like the membership site, I use Kajabi. Let's go to domains. So when you get to domains, you can literally click add new domain. Okay, you'll see that yellow button right here, and then it'll take you to this page where you'd say you want to register a new domain or add your own domain. I would not register one with Clickfunnels. I'd register it either with GoDaddy or Namecheap. Those are the top that a lot of people use. My preference, that's where I have all my domains on, is Namecheap and GoDaddy. But if you want to add your own domain, then you go right here, use the existing domain, and then you type it in. And what I like about Clickfunnels is it gives you a lot of tutorials. So hey, they say if you have Namecheap, they'll give you a tutorial on how to do it. If you're doing GoDaddy, they'll give you a tutorial on what you got to add. It's super simple, very, very easy to do. And you just got to follow their step-by-step instructions. Cool. So these are pretty much the main things you need to know as far as like the integrations, the payment gateway, your email integration, your domain. And then we can really get into the in-depth training on actually building out a funnel and landing page. So let's say, I'm just gonna go back. Let's go to funnels. You just go right here to the top and just click add new. So from there, you can either do cookbook builder process or classic funnel builder. So if you guys, let's see if I can actually go here on the cookbook. And that's what I like about Clickfunnels is they give you so many options as far as like getting started. So if you have a webinar, squeeze page, all different ones, product, you're doing like a membership funnel, you want to host one, a VSL funnel, survey funnel, webinars, right? So they have a lot. So let's say we're doing, let's say it's like a webinar, and then they'll also, what I like about this is they'll give you all these different webinar ones right off the bat, and they're all, and obviously there's some paid ones, and then there's free. You could literally just stick with the free until you, if you want to pay, you can, but the free ones are already good as it is. Like I love the free ones, or even just building out my own. That's what I usually do, is just build out my own. If you want to copy the competition, go for it. You know, find people that are already winning in your space. So that's the way, and I'll show you guys the other way of doing it. We can actually go back real quick. Funnels, add new, and then classic funnel builder. So create a new funnel. So those are just the two options. You can do either or. None is a wrong way. So let's say you're just selling your product, okay? And then you want to do like a product launch. So we're going to test it. Let's say YouTube digital product. Boom. Build funnel. And you can group it. That's what I like. You get to organize it, because once you get a ton of funnels, it gets a little crazy on the back end. So you want to make sure that you organize it correctly. And here is what it looks like once you opt in, and see, this is the opt-in. So you get to actually already have templates, and you don't need to build out an opt-in right away. Like, see, it gives you thank you page, sales page, webinars, just different steps of the funnel depending on what type of funnel you're looking to build, membership. And then these are the different steps in the funnel, right? So it goes all the way from opt-in, and you can delete these too. Opt-in all the way to thank you. You guys can delete it, but you see how it says X. So let's say I want to just delete one step, boom. And you can also like drag and drop the different steps as well. So you can, what I like about it is if you want to like just switch steps and drag it, you just hold it, boom, cool. So order to thank you. Let's just say, just to make it simple, we're just gonna do a simple opt-in. Boom, select this template. I select this one actually. I like this, the minimal landing page, but I really optimize it and do something different. So we're gonna go straight into the builder option, and right here is where you hit edit page, okay? So you edit page, and as it's loading up, we're gonna talk about the 3 different sections. Well, actually, one of them is called the section. So if you see this teal, this is like the whole back end. This is called the section, the teal part. So it's broken up and down into 3 types of builders, and that's what I like about Clickfunnels is you can literally drag and drop. Like for example, you drag and drop, you just hold, drag and drop. So you see the teal, and then it goes into the blue, which is called the row, right? Row that's separated into different columns, and then there's the orange, which is the elements. If you guys can see that, so teal to blue to orange, and there's different parts to it. So the teal is just the different sections. For example, if I want to add, I just hover over it and you can see this. See, this is its own section, and then I'll go to this next section and it's another section on its own, this bottom one, right here. So what I want to do, let's say I want to add a section, I just click this plus, boom. And then from the section it's going to go into a row, right? So I add a new row, and then it's going to ask me how many columns do you want. So let's say you do a certain amount, like boom, 5 columns. So it goes into 5 different columns, where you add the elements, and the elements is where you start doing the actual images, letters, videos, whatever you'd like, okay? So I'll kind of go through all these. These are all the different elements from text, headline, subheadline, paragraph, bullets, all pretty self-explanatory. So let's say you want to do headline, boom, right? Let's add another element. Let's say you want to do like a video. So they got image, videos, and then image pop-up, video pop-up. These, if you want it to pop up after a certain amount of time, for both image, video, audio player, if you want to hear, export like an audio file, which is really cool, you can export that. Then forms, this is where the buttons are. You see these buttons, Facebook opt-ins, input, select box, check box, text area, and it goes all the way down, right? So there's a lot of different ones. They even have its own custom HTML stuff. So if you want to embed certain things, like for example, I use like a scheduler, Facebook comments, you can see those, dividers, different icons, countdown timers that you always see, to bring the scarcity, right? But also the timer is just there to help with the biases. And then yeah, just different signups. There's billing address, shipping address. These are just the forms. So let's say you're trying to bill somebody, you add that form, surveys, quite a few. Cool. And then before, like as you're going into it, when let's say this is the button that you want to optimize. When you have like a button you can actually set an action. See, you set an action, and the action could be going to the next page, or it can go to a specific landing page that you want to go to. So let's say you want to go to the website URL. Click that, and then you enter the website URL, www, like let's say it's Google. You can decide if it can go to the new window or same window. Yeah. And then sometimes if you don't want that, then you can go to the next step in funnel. So whatever they do when they click, that is the action. Okay, so that's the action. You can also do as big as you want font size. You can do text size as well. Or this is the subtext that's below it. I didn't write any subtext, so let's say click this. That's the subtext. You guys can see that. So that's really cool, right? It's very optimizable. You can also like decide how far you want it from the margin. There's different themes on doing it. Whatever you'd like, right? Sometimes they just put this a little bit to make it look. And let's say you want the font size to be larger. Boom. There's advanced settings too. There's a lot of different ones. You guys can literally just play around with all this stuff. For example, if you ever see like the button like moving, that's what the rocking effect is. So it starts rocking, right? Make it a little more animated. So that's what I like. So with Clickfunnels, there's a lot of different things that you guys can use to really optimize and get it to the very T of an actual website without actually having to do the coding, right? So remember that sections to the rows, which are the blue, to the elements, which are orange. And then if you want to add like images, you click here. You can take out this image as well. Boom, you see how it's empty. And let's go to the settings tab. So settings, we'll go through each one. Integrations, I'm actually going to show you guys a video. I'll probably link it below. This is how to integrate. This is how I integrate my active campaign. So there's a way to do it, and pretty much, yeah, just for that exact page. So once you do that, I'll show you guys another video separate. It's like 10 minutes on how to do this and set it up with your email marketing. SEO metadata. This is like the top of, like, let's say, you know, on Google Chrome, you see at the very top, like, let's say this is your landing page, right? Or it's your product. So you just say whatever you really want, whatever the name of your product. So name of product at the very top. Obviously, if you want description, keywords, right? Digital product, you guys can do whatever you want. This is the URL that it will show up. Like when you guys comment on like Facebook, you guys see like a picture popping up. This would be the picture that it shows up, and then also it also gives you the SEO preview if it were to pop up like on Google or whatnot. So boom, that's SEO metadata. Tracking code, this is for where you want to put your pixels. I'll show you guys another place so you can put it, so you don't have to put on every page, but if you want, you can put on every page. Tracking pixels, custom CSS. If you guys know any coding, you can do extra coding utilizing Clickfunnels. This background is actually the full background. So there's an actual background behind all this, and you can change that background. That's for the full page background. You can actually change the background too of just this section, which is the light blue, right? So you can change that whole background, whatever you'd like. Cool. And typography, that's just pretty much the font, and then the general. This is important if you're about the affiliate badge. So the affiliate badge, this is the only thing I changed. I put hide. That's the badge that goes down below when you guys actually preview it. And you guys can actually have the save option. There's a save option right here. And if you want to preview exactly what this would look like, you can actually hit this, and then it'll show you in the preview exactly what it would look like. I don't think this is it. This is one of my Amazon opt-ins. I don't know why I previewed that. That was kind of weird. But that's just part of it. Let me see if it does that again. Oh, it does. Oh, I might have, not sure why it does that. Yeah, okay, so yeah, sometimes it bugs out. I just reset, log right back out, and then it'll be fine. That actually is kind of rare how that happens. So I think I've gone through a majority. Here's another thing that people don't do. It's called being mobile optimized. So when you're clicking on here for the set, obviously you can hit settings, right? You guys see every element, every row, every section has these options where you can delete, you can clone it, and then you can also hit the settings tab, and that's when it brings out this, and then you can have the different fonts, let's say. And also, if you guys look for down here, it says if you only want this to be on mobile, you click here, mobile only, right? But we want to do this all. There's a better way to do it so you can actually save time, and that's where I go up here. I go here and I actually mobile optimize my stuff. So I go here and then I click the settings, and let's say, for example, actually I'm going to show you guys a quick example. Let's say that you want this to be a really large font, right? Get access like now. Okay, so let's say it's large font, and you want that on desktop. But we know that over 80-90% of traffic nowadays is coming, maybe even more than that, is coming, depending on what industry you're in, from mobile. So this is how it would be viewed on mobile if you go up here. Boom, you hit mobile. This is what it would look like on the phone. You see like the image, and then it'll go straight to this, right? So you want to make sure it's optimized. So what I would do, I'm just going to take this out because this is not serving a good purpose. Delete that. You want to hit settings, and you can actually mobile optimize it right here. Boom. Yeah. So it'll look like this on mobile, but then it'll look the exact same on desktop. Cool. So you can actually mobile optimize the size, and now you see the full thing rather than if it wasn't, right? If it was actually back to where it originally was, it'd be stretched out like this. So I mobile optimize it so it looks good on mobile, but then we keep what it looks like on actual desktop. Okay? And I think I did most of it. I mean, you guys got to really play around, go a little bit more. It just takes time and practice to find everything. You'll find a majority of this stuff, but this is the back end of Clickfunnels and what you can do with it. Like I said, there's a lot of ways where you can just like literally drag and drop. And what I like is with Clickfunnels, you can recently, I think within this last year, they're always making their platform better. So you can actually Control Z, and if you made a mistake, it'll just go right back. And they didn't have that before, which I love now, because before I'd be like, what did I just do? Cool. So you can delete stuff, delete sections, and then when you're ready, you just save. Boom. Save it. And let's go back. I want to show you guys a few other things. So for example, let's say you guys don't want this. Like, see how it says rcsimon.com.clickfunnels, rcsimon.clickfunnels.com. When a lot of people are running ads, and I know people don't trust it. You know, some people that are customers don't even know what ClickFunnels is. They trust the .com, and it just looks almost unprofessional, right? When you guys are using this. So I'll show you guys a simpler way. So then it would just be, for example, let's say it's JesusChrist.com or JohnDoe.com. rcsimon.com instead of .clickfunnels.com, your name.clickfunnels.com. Okay, so I'll show you guys how to do this and optimize it really quick. So a few of the settings, let's actually just go to settings real quick, just so you guys can have a feel. So once you guys get your domain locked in and you verified it and secured it, then you can go here and you guys can choose which domain you'd like for the funnel. This is the actual path of the funnel. So let's say this is like / opt-in. Cool. So you do that. And remember when I told you guys can put your tracking code? This is where you'd put your tracking code, and then the tracking code would account for all these pages of the full funnel. Cool. So you can do your tracking code right there. And if you were ever to share the funnel with anybody, you would just share the funnel right here. Boom. Cool. Super amazing. Yeah, I know. Boom. You just share the funnel right there. Get that going. And then if you have a Stripe account, you want to make sure you have yours linked up. Boom. This is the original. Obviously, it'll go to default. If you have the 297 version, you can do a couple. I think the 97 version, you can only have one Stripe account. And if you guys are testing, you guys can hit on, right? Hit on, and it will be in testing mode. That's amazing too. Boom. Get that going, and then make sure you guys turn it off so before you go live. And you want it when it's test, it means that you can literally use any credit number that Stripe's gonna give you, and then it'll just say, hey, this is working or not. It's fully integrated test mode. All right. And then yeah, this is Zapier. You guys can see a lot of that. Webhooks, if you guys have like a web developer, we have somebody that uses WordPress to ClickFunnels, so we had to use a webhook. And yeah, that's something that a coder had to do for us. And then third-party membership access. This is just another way to do it. And then once you guys are done, you just hit save and update settings. All right. I think I got majority. If you guys want to say, like, for example, let's say this is the group tag for online courses, right? And then every funnel that you hit this group tag, it's gonna have online courses on them. So yeah, and then make sure you guys save and update whenever you leave this page. And that should be it for that. Let's go back to the steps. This is super crucial. So after you verified it, you hooked up your domain, it'll be like rcsimon.com / whatever it is, opt-in. So there's two ways to make sure the / is correct. You go here, and then you click / path, and you just opt-in, and then you can actually update the funnel step right here. You see that? Update funnel step. So I update that, and that'll be updated, but you also have to update this setting. So this settings and this settings, and then it's gonna say opt-in. So update. I've actually had it's been very, very interesting. So let's say this path is opt-in, because this is the beginning of the funnel anyways. So opt-in, we save it. So it should say rcsimon.com or .clickfunnels.com / opt-in, and then it has all these letters after. ClickFunnels, I don't know why it does that. It just does. So if you want to change it, you'll see it'll have its own. So what I do is I just do like opt-in 1. Boom. And then you'll see it right here, / opt-in 1. Cool. So this is the URL, and then if you want to preview it, you just click right here, and then you can preview it. Awesome. I still don't know why it's going to this funnel. Oh my gosh. I shot this almost a year ago. This funnel's still running.
So I was just hanging back.
This funnel's still running. This is for my Amazon course when I did a pre-launch. Okay. So this is actually another crucial part. It's the orders. So if you guys were to do like a digital product or a physical product, and you want to make sure you get orders coming through, let's say for example, we'll just use any. Just click here, order page. All that we care about is the products, right? So if you see the opt-in doesn't have the products because it's an opt-in, as ClickFunnels knows. So right here, we go to products, and then what we can do is we'll hit products, and then we'll add a product. So I'll quickly go through this for you guys. So make sure you integrate your Stripe. So once your Stripe's integrated, you have that. You can do subscriptions, payment plans, one-time payments. Save and next. This is the name of what it would show up as. So whatever your digital product is, 7-figure mastermind. And then the price of it, let's say it's 2,000 bucks USD. And then if you want, obviously they'll have the option of like where this is gonna ship from. So it just gives like estimates. So you guys can put that. You want to put a bump order. And then if you're selling a physical product and you have an order limit, let's say your order limit's like 1,000. Boom. Just integrate that. Save and next. And then so there's different variations, like for example, black and white, small, large. So if you have variations, that's another way to optimize and make it very specific. And then this is actually how I trigger it. So my active campaign actually triggers whenever somebody gets added to a list on active campaign. I actually have a trigger for this, for the fulfillment. So I'll click my Kajabi. I actually use Kajabi for my membership site. I don't use Clickfunnels. So Kajabi, and then you can choose which product, and then you just hit save and next from there. So whatever membership site you guys have. Teachable, I think you have to use like Zapier, and I showed you guys that in the settings tab. I don't know if they have a direct integration. I haven't actually used Teachable. I just know that it was a little bit different. So I just used Kajabi because it was just a super simple plug and play. So save and exit. And then, oh, I don't know what you must, it says I must choose. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, so should we do a fulfillment email? This is directly from Clickfunnels. If you want, you can. So once they purchase and go, you can actually have Clickfunnels. I have, like I said, Active Campaign pretty much connected. So Active Campaign will send it to them, or Kajabi will send it if the login. So Kajabi has an actual trigger on the logins. Cool. So save and next. And then follow-up actions, trigger follow-up action. If there's different things you want to do, right? Follow-up, hey, once it purchases, boom, Active Campaign triggers that it gets added to the list, the purchase list, and then it'll send them an email. And then you could do like a 5, 10, 15, however many days after. And then you can send them into a sequence. And then is this a physical product? You could say yes. And then they have different integrations like Kunaki and Disk Deliver. There's a lot. Shabab, I believe that's what it was called. There's quite a few that actually integrate with Clickfunnels to be able to help you ship products as well. Save and next, and then boom, and then it'll give you all that. So this is the summary of it. You just make sure everything's fine and your product's integrated. And once your product's integrated, you have everything solid, like everything's pretty much live, then you should be good to go. Yeah, you should be pretty good to go. I saw here, yeah, like as long as this is here, and then you just test it. And then once you test it, you'll know here on your sales, and then you'll see it in sales if it's, whether it's test mode, or you can set your order, to your product to $1 and do it with a real credit card just to double check, and then you can refund it. So you just go here to sales and you'll just refund it right away. The stats bars right here, contacts of the people. Pretty sure you guys have seen screenshots like this before. Contacts, so it's all there. That's everything you guys need. So I hope this actually helped. I did my best to go through everything. I know, like I said, this is quite long. If you guys have any questions, just go through this again once more. And last thing is, if you guys are interested in getting that free gift, go ahead. I will give you guys all these bonuses if you guys use my affiliate link, and just email me, my team, and we'll get back to you. All right. And yeah, this is going to be exciting. I look forward to working with you guys on this. I hope you guys got some value from this, and pretty much just knowledge on how to really utilize this platform and take it to the next level, so you can really strive and build your business with a strong foundation. So I hope you guys got something from this training. I know it's been almost half an hour already, or over half an hour, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really went to details, and if you guys have any questions, like I said, just go ahead, comment below. If you guys want to be part of the free bonuses, feel free, email me, my team. And you know what I heard too, because I just saw my accountant just this past week, like 2 days ago, and he told me something. He said, RC, you got to be able to measure twice and cut once. Measure twice and cut once. And this really hit me, especially with business. He looked at what I did this last year and he said, hey, you're doing great. This is unbelievable as far as like the growth, because people that are just getting started, it takes an average of 2 to 3 years before a business starts to see profit. Right? He was telling me that, and he was really impressed because of this whole internet business. And he's a really older gentleman, been in the game for quite a long time. And he's just seen it time and time again. He says, hey, RC, this is what you got to do. You got to go ahead and Google why most businesses fail. And it's like a long-term strategy. It's a long-term game. And if you guys are just starting an agency, or you're already 1 year, 2 years in, you don't see the type of results, don't worry. That's actually normal. Obviously, we have big goals and we see what's going on out there. We don't want to compare ourselves to other people, right? Like your chapter 1 is someone's chapter 11. Like, that's not the end goal. The goal is to just stick on your lane, focus on what you're good at. And that's what I did. For years, I've seen all these internet entrepreneurs, as I was working with Ty Lopez, like just crushing it, boom, out the gate. But I didn't know that on the back end, they were grinding it out in the dark for years and years and years. So was Ty. It never just came. They just started doing all this stuff because they saw the power of social media. So don't get discouraged. I hope you guys are really, looking at this path and just setting it straight. Just know 3-5 years from now, it's going to be worth it. Whether you're still doing this business model or not, or maybe you just shift or adapt, or you see something in the marketplace, double down, stick with one thing, be very, very specific with your niche, and become a specialist in whatever it is that you're going out there to be in this, especially in this marketing space. But in any business you do, you want to be a specialist. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys soon. Like, subscribe, and comment anything you guys want, and I'll try to get back to help you guys out. Have a good one. Take care, and much blessings your guys' away. Bye-bye.